Hello everyone, this video is on how to create an MVC 4.0 web API which is useful for creating RESTful services. So I start with File, New, Project, MVC4 Web Template. I call this REST Service. And make sure you use the web API template using the default view engine Razor that comes with Visual Studio 2012, and the system will create the files for you for basic web API application. Without doing anything, I set my Firefox as my browser, click on Run. And here's my web API running on localhost port 1664. You know this is not the default IIS engine. I can access my get functions by doing APIs/values. And I'll be hitting the web API and it comes back with XML value 1, value 2. Now, where do these come from? It comes from this get function, HTTP get request, new string, value 1, value 2, and that's what is returned. If I provide also a parameter, which is an integer, so for example, /777, will come back with value, which is this value here. So let me just stop this and just change this to make sure that I'm actually getting these values. Value 1 becomes apple, value 2 becomes orange, and then let me just add another one, kiwi, and then change this one to banana. And let's see whether we are creating a new set of result from these changes. So once again, localhost 1664, API/values. Now it's coming back apple, orange, kiwi, and then if I provide another value as a parameter, A8, then it comes back for a banana. Alright. Now you might wonder where does this API values come from? They actually come from this this app start in here, this web API config that specifies the routing. The default API goes to the template API/controller, and whatever controller name you specify, in this case values controller, whatever characters you put before the controller is the keyword that you're going to use to access your web service. So let me, for example, take away this API in here and see how it changes the URL. So let me run again. So now I no longer need this API as a prefix for this web service. So I should be able to directly execute values. And that's my apple, orange, kiwi again, and then we go back to the numbers, parameter, banana. Alright, so I can modify the URL based on this routing C# file in here. Okay, let me just stop this and continue with the put method. So in this case, I'm doing a put in here. Instead of a void, I'm going to change it to a string. And instead of providing two parameters, I'm just going to have one parameter. And let me just start with providing a parameter on the URI or URL, a value coming in, and then I'm just going to say return put returning the value that's provided by the user as value. All right, so let me run this. Now unfortunately, your browser does not usually allow you to send a put request. Usually when you type in something on this address bar here is a get request. So what I can show you here is that if you Google poster for HTTP, Firefox has this add-on that allows you to post different requests, not just get. I've already added this to my Firefox browser. It's available under Tools. If you don't have it, just add to Firefox and you see this poster, HTTP localhost 1664 values. And when I do a get, I come back with the string which includes apple, orange, and kiwi. Alright, so this is, I know it's working. So for put, instead of just doing a get, I can also provide the parameter, question mark, value is equal to hello. Okay, so I can just do a put in here, and then now put returning, this is what's happening here, plus value, which is hello. Right, so put can be sent to your service by providing parameter on the URL. But most of the time, you don't want to provide the value, your parameter on the URL, because you want to hide them. For example, the post. So what you can do is to change the URI to default body. Right, you don't have to change anything else. You're basically now the parameter is being passed to the body now. So let me run this again. Okay, let me just get rid of this. And once again, using my poster, instead of having value is equal to hello over here, and go to the body from parameters, type in equals to hello there. Okay, and now when you do a put, same thing here, put returning hello there, which is the value that's being passed to this value parameter. Alright, so I've shown you that you can put parameter through the URI, the URL, or put it into the body from parameters. Don't forget this equal sign before this parameter. Alright. The last thing I want to show you is how to deploy this into an IIS. Very simply, once everything is running, you can go to your project file. This is your REST SRV that we just created. Go to the folder that contains all your source code and controller and everything. So REST SRV is the one that has all this app data, app start, and so on. Go back to the top level, copy this, and just dump it into your iNet hub www root. Just paste it here. It requires administrative permission. You just copy everything over, and then just go to your IIS manager console. Now you see your REST SRV in here. Right click on your default web site, add an application, type in something different, my service. It's good to use at least, well, we should use the same framework. I'm using 4.5, so .NET 4.5 integrated. My physical path is basically the folder that I just created, this REST SRV that I copied from my Visual 2012 project. Hit OK, and then we're pretty much set. Make sure my II is running, so make sure I start it. Everything is started, so this one, it should be started, default. Okay, so let me just refresh this to make sure everything is there, so my service is there. So now instead of doing port with localhost, I just type in localhost / my service values. So there you go, apple, orange, kiwi, and type in the number here, 777, banana. I can use poster, HTTP, localhost, my service, values, get. Again, that's my apple, orange, and kiwi. I can do a put, body from parameters. Let's set it to equal hello there, and then put, and then hello there is also running. So that's your web API using MVC4 and running on my localhost IIS server. Thank you for watching.